We're back. It's Big Bang Talking Comics. This week is September 30th, 2015. My name is Daryl.
And I'm Michael.
And we're here to talk real comics, not fake stuff, not crap that people don't care about. Well, people don't care about some of this stuff, but it doesn't matter because we're talking comics, right?
It all matters.
We just watched Agents Season 3, the premiere. What'd you think, Michael?
I loved it.
It's comics, by the way, people. There's a Shield book, right? You loved it. See, we're gonna talk.
I loved it.
We're gonna tie it in. Bam.
I loved it. I thought it was
Here comes
great.
the cavalry, number 1. You liked it. What was your favorite part besides Chloe Bennett?
Well, we got.
You already mentioned that.
We got Bobby. We got Mockingbird.
Mockingbird's in there. Yep.
I like her.
Yeah.
But
see, I like.
there's a lot of action. That's what I
there's
like.
the guy that reminds me of The Rock. What's his name? It's not Trip. Trip's the guy that passed away in season 2.
Max.
Mac. Yes, Mac's one of my favorite
Really?
characters. Yeah.
I don't like Max too much. Mac and Hunter, they kind of.
Is it because he's black?
No.
I'm just kidding around.
How would you say that?
I'm just because we live in a culture that's totally politically correct now, and everybody jumps to conclusions these days. No, it's not because he's black. I like Mac. Mac usually had some of the best lines in season 2.
I just don't like his attitude, man. What's up with
Maybe he doesn't like
hand?
yours. No, I'm just kidding.
What's up with Coulson's hand? Did that happen in between seasons? I don't know.
No, it's in the season 2 last episode. Did you not see it?
I must have been looking at my phone or something.
Well, maybe that's why you don't like Mac. Let me just put it that way.
That might be.
Yeah, Mac took care of business in season 2. That's what made him
Yeah,
awesome.
okay, I do remember his hand got hit with the Terrigen and it started turning to ash or whatever.
Yeah.
Cut it off. Yeah, okay.
So yeah. Anyway, it was a cool episode. Lash appeared, which if you don't know who Lash is, you need to read the book Inhuman. And now Uncanny Inhumans comes out next week. Super stoked. So anyway, if you dig S.H.I.E.L.D., we're going to tie this in real quick. Here comes the cavalry. It's about Agent May, and you also have the action figure variant as well. Basically, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s 50th anniversary is still going strong. If you're a big S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, there's all these one-shots with Quake, Mockingbird.
Fury was fantastic.
Fury was good. You got your classic Fury and Nick Fury Jr.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're a S.H.I.E.L.D. fan, it's a great time to read. I've been going on a S.H.I.E.L.D. Comic binge, which, by the way, S.H.I.E.L.D. number 10 comes out today, and it's got Howard the Duck, and it's written by the marvelous Mark Waid.
You're speaking my language now. You say Howard the Duck, and spider sense tingling.
That's right. Anyway, issue number 4 had where Invisible Woman's a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's an awesome issue, and you learn it was one of the coolest issues I've ever read as far as that book. So Mark Waid does a good job with that book.
Now you're saying magic words here. Mark Waid,
Marvel, it all goes together. He was once a great DC writer.
I started reading
before they broke all the toys.
I started reading his Flash run recently.
It's good.
Oh man, I'm only like 3 or 4 issues in, but
he made you really dig Wally.
Yeah.
I mean, Wally. Depends on which Wally West we're talking about. We're talking pre-New 52 Wally.
Yeah, I didn't really care that much about Wally beforehand, but just like 3 or 4 issues in, I'm like, this Wally is so much better. Like,
you heard it there, folks. Wally's better than Barry.
I said this Wally.
I'm just kidding around.
Barry's my.
You talking about the New 52 Wally?
Yeah, the old Wally is just so much better.
Pre-New 52
just
Wally.
The way he's written.
White Wally.
Yeah, however you want to put it, White Wally, Black Wally.
Oh, he's Black Wally now.
I'm looking at how well the character is written.
That's true. No. I hear you. It's not. I mean, just when it's one thing to make a guy like I don't know. DC made a lot of changes, with the New 52, and I've talked enough about that. There's no need to repeat it, but I like pre-New 52 Wally is the Wally that I know, and it just depends on which one you read. So, but New 52 Flash was a great book from Manipool and Buccellato. Great book.
I still think it's a good book. It's just
I can't. Brett Booth's art just totally loses me. I can't read it. I'm sorry.
I remember currently.
Yeah, he's the current artist. He did. I think he did Teen Titans 2. He's from back in the Image days. He's one of Jim Lee's buddies, I'm sure. I just don't like his art. I'm sorry, Brett Booth. I just don't. You did Nightwing for a little bit. So he's not terrible. I just don't prefer his style. But see, I like John Romita Jr. I like Mark Bagley. I like Olivier Coipel, Steve McNiven, who's going to be on Uncanny Inhumans. I'm going to go ahead and tag that in again, which is Charles Soule, writer. Then you've got, there's Steve Epting on Captain America Winter Soldier is fantastic. Velvet, Steve Epting. I have certain favorite artists.
See, I usually concentrate more on writer.
I do too.
Artist.
But if you ever talk to the customers, they're like, man,
too many names.
They don't like the art. Like, if they don't like the art, they don't buy it. I'm like, man, the writing's what makes it.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have the writer, you wouldn't have the story.
Art is secondary for me.
Yeah.
But
ask the 90s.
It's
well, so the 90s art was first, it seemed like. But anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, anyway, we're waxing on S.H.I.E.L.D. and all kinds of... Anyway, read The Cavalry, and also check out Uncanny Inhumans coming out next week, #1. All right, what else is something we can talk about? All right, a couple of our picks this week. We're just going to go ahead and keep talking Marvel. Captain America, #2.
Captain America White.
Captain America White, #2. Thanks, Michael. Anyway, it's Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb. Spider-Man Blue, Daredevil Yellow, Hulk Gray, Superman for All Seasons, Batman The Long Halloween, which is recommended reading with Halloween on the horizon. Batman Dark Victory. Great team. Of course, Tim Sale's the artist in the Heroes Season 1 show, and I think Season 2.
Yeah, like, that's one thing. Like, I mean, just looking at the cover, you can just see all those paintings that they did throughout
in
Heroes.
Season 1,
like,
yeah.
it looks exactly the same. But I came in Friday because I didn't have it in my file. And I came in Friday, and I was like, I'm going to pick it up, see what it's like. And it was great.
Captain America White was in your file?
No, I didn't add it to my file. I was just in here Friday.
Add it to your file, people.
Add it to your file.
So is this an ad or drop for you, Michael?
Oh, it's definitely an ad.
Ad, all right. So anyway, it's Captain America wakes up frozen from the ice for 50, 60 years, depending on what time. Either way, it's post World War II. He wakes up from the ice. He's with the Avengers, and he immediately goes, Bucky! And the whole book is about him and his relationship with Bucky, and about Bucky's death, which we find out that Bucky's not dead. Bazillion years later.
It's basically just a complete retelling of Captain America's and Bucky's relationship. His general outline story.
Yeah, I thought there was some great characterization in #1 with between Bucky and him about girls. Yeah, like, but Bucky's like, I'm better with girls than you are, Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
And that really rubbed Steve Rogers the wrong way. But he admits in the as he's narrating, he was right. So anyway, read the book. It's really awesome. I just thought that was a cool little character work being done there.
They did really good the whole book with Bucky. Like, I really liked it.
It's a weird name. I still think of Bucky O'Hare a little as well, but he was the original Bucky.
Nickname, I mean.
Hey there, Buckaroo. Anyway, it's Captain America White #2. Read it. Also, X-Men 92 #4, which just got announced, is going to become an ongoing in 2016. Super cool, and they're also bringing Generation X along with them and a few other mutants.
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
You heard it here first, people.
Generation X, that was one of my favorite books when I was a kid.
So yeah, X-Men 92, Secret Wars is coming to an end. So if you're reading all the minis, Secret Wars
in like 2 months.
Secret Wars the individual series is not the main series.
Lot of them.
But it doesn't matter because when all the new #1s launch next week, which we're going to have a long time talking Marvel next week, you got Spider-Man #1 and tons. Invincible Iron Man. Anyway, all of them are coming to an end as Secret Wars, but there's an 8-month gap between the end of Secret Wars and these new #1s. So you're not going to miss a thing. You can jump on these new books and not... basically, they're going to have a little mystery, especially with the Inhumans and the mutants. As we keep talking Inhumans, you're going to be hearing more about the Inhumans in the coming
years.
Coming weeks, months, and years. So anyway, that's Marvel. Anything else? What else you want to talk about, Michael?
Well, I got a couple picks here. Spread #10. It's an Image title. Now, this
Justin
book,
Jordan.
Yeah.
Writer.
It's really good. I've been on it since the beginning. Basically, how I would describe it is, if you've ever seen the John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
From the 80s, it's kind of, you know how the whole thing in that movie is we got to stop this thing before it gets to civilization.
Hence the Thing name.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's basically kind of like the spread itself is like this. It's kind of like what might happen if that had gotten off Antarctica and just completely decimated civilization, and this is the post-apocalyptic world that it has created. Basically, I mean, that's how I'm taking it. Like, they haven't gotten too deep into what it is exactly. That's how I take it. And it's been a fantastic book. Like, I really enjoyed it.
What else you got? By the way, that looks a lot like Godzilla in Hell. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. This
if you read #1, you'll know what I'm talking about.
The main character's name is No.
No, all right.
So, I mean, You know, he's got to be pretty cool.
I mean, anybody named No is a Dr. No. I mean, even he's cool.
Team No?
Team No. Oh, yeah, Team No. Yeah, speaking of that, Monday, October 5th, I believe is the date, 6:30. Team No's going to defend their championship. We're going to talk comics. It's our monthly Comic File subscribers meeting. RSVP now. Email us at contactedbybigbang.com. Include your name and file number. You can bring a friend with you. Come.
Free pizza.
Free pizza. You got to RSVP, get free pizza. Do it now! Do it now!
Do it now.
Anyway, do it. 6:30 Monday. All right. Also, exclusive discounts and some other stuff. We'll get into more of that.
Other stuff.
Also, a new competition, but we'll get into that. All right. What else you got?
Rick and Morty number 6. Number 6. Now,
I don't know anything about Rick and Morty. I mean, people are gonna go gasp out there. But what? Tell me about Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Well,
I think of Mork and Mindy.
Well,
Mork and Mindy shows my age.
Basically, it's kind of a spin on Back to the Future and Doctor Who a little bit.
Speaking of which, Back to the Future Day is coming up in October. Be ready.
Yeah, but I mean, Rick and Morty is fantastic. I mean, it's on Adult Swim, so it's got a little bit more of a, an adult sense of humor, and it's kind of dark at times, but it's
Adult Swim dark.
Yeah.
No way.
But it's a great cartoon, and the comic has been good. It's not, I wouldn't say it's as good as the cartoon because it's got different writers on it and everything. But if you like the cartoon, read the comic. It's a good comic.
I've never watched it, but I'm about to.
I don't know if you'd like it. Just knowing you, but it's good. It's one of my favorite cartoons right now.
I'm scared now.
I mean, it's just the humor, It's mature, and it's pretty cynical and pretty dark at times, but it's one of my favorite shows. I mean, you got Rick. He's pretty much like Doc from Back to the Future, but if he was an alcoholic, and Morty is pretty
he does
much
look like Doc Brown on the cover.
Yeah, and then Morty is his grandson. He lives with his family. Chris Parnell from Saturday Night Live does Morty's dad, which is Rick's son-in-law. And then what's her name from Scrubs? Sarah Chalke from
Sarah
Scrubs.
Chalke? Yeah.
Yeah, she plays But anyways, Sarah Chalke from Scrubs, and what was it? Second Becky from Roseanne. She plays the mom. Did
you say that chick from How I Met Your Mother?
No.
Stella?
No, I don't know anything about that show. Don't want to.
We're still talking about Rick and Morty?
Yeah, a little bit. No, but it's a great show.
I'm just kidding around.
Rick's this deranged,
really?
mad scientist, alcoholic, and Morty's his grandson. But I mean, they're going to different dimensions, and it's crazy, and they go on all these different adventures and parallel universes.
Basically, it sounds like Back to the Future meets Sliders meets.
It's not
Sliders.
Just
you remember that show?
Yeah,
I didn't know. It's a '90s reference right there.
I remember Sliders. It got weird.
And we're not talking about cheeseburger sliders either.
It got weird.
It's Jerry O'Connell.
But yeah, man, Rick and Morty's awesome. Morty's this little anxiety-ridden kid because he's always just crazy stuff. I don't even want to go into details, because it gets pretty dark, but
not as dark
awesome.
Not as dark as this one, Michael. Godzilla in Hell.
Different kind of dark.
Number 3. How did he get there? I'm not even sure we know, because I never got number 2. But this is number 3. I'll be waiting for the trade on this one probably. But Godzilla in Hell. He's in hell. He's fighting all kinds of stuff. All I know is it's Godzilla in Hell.
I've heard lots of good stuff about IDW's Godzilla series.
Yeah,
they've had like 5 different series, but I've heard they're all pretty good.
They're all pretty good. If you like Godzilla, it's really cool.
Yeah.
How he got in hell? What's he doing in hell? All I know is it's minimal words in issue number 1. Definitely.
Yeah.
If you like Godzilla and a challenge for Godzilla, read this book. All right, you've got another one, Michael. What do you want to talk about?
My other one is E is for Extinction.
Yes, it's that bag and board that you get free at Big Bang Toys, Comics, and Games.
And E for Extinction has been fantastic. Like, I never read Morrison's new X-Men run. I've heard lots of stuff about it.
It's good,
Morrison,
but
Mark.
It's good, but it's also kind of like, I can see why people don't like it at the same time.
That's everything.
They broke up
with
Scott and
Morrison.
Jean. They killed Jean again. They hooked up Cyclops with Emma Frost. It was
See, I didn't know that was Morrison that did all that.
You know, one cool thing to come out of it was Cassandra Nova, Charles Xavier's crazy half sister.
Yeah.
Or twin. No, it's in his twin sister. No, it's his twin sister. So yeah. Anyway.
I haven't followed X-Men closely in a long time.
Well, if you like, anyway, a lot of people don't like the art, but I think the story's solid.
I love the art.
The Phoenix Egg. What's up with the Phoenix Egg?
But I like the art. It's different, but yeah, it's been great. You know, the Phoenix Egg. I think the Phoenix Egg, basically, you know, Magneto's been running the school because I mean, in the very first issue, you see Xavier.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because of Cassandra Nova.
Back.
By the way,
he's come back now. Like, so it was.
Oh,
it
man,
was like,
you just ruined it.
It's
okay.
ruined it.
It's okay.
But
I figured he'd come back in some.
Yeah, man, come on, he's Xavier.
Spoilers.
But
you just spoiled it, man.
Yeah, totally.
No, anyway,
it's really good. I mean, the Phoenix Egg's hatched now. We don't even really know what's in it. I mean, judging from this cover, if that's Jean, I'm not sure if that's Jean or not.
Looks like Cassandra Nova.
Maybe it is.
I don't know, but she's got Jean's eyes, man.
Whoever it is, I guess she's what came out of the Phoenix Egg.
Holy cow!
I've just never. Is that a thing? The Phoenix Egg?
It was something. It was actually a bigger story they meant to do in Secret Wars, but they didn't have enough space for it. It was actually supposed to get its own book. But it never really happened, but they used it in E is for Extinction. Anyway, if you like X-Men, it's a good read.
It's really good.
Apparently it's X-Men week with the X-Men 92 as well.
But there's so many. Inferno's
Inferno's up there.
Old Man Logan.
Well, those are second printings. We got second printings of number 1, 2, and 3. If you didn't catch on,
great book.
Get them today.
Great.
Also, we've got Secret Wars number 1, number 3, number 4. We got second printings in case you missed it. We got first printings of number 4 on our back issue racks as well, and back issue bins. So yeah, so get them. So Marvel. Now we're getting to DC. Batman Annual number 4. James Tynion writes this one, and it's supposed to have some big stuff in it. You don't want to miss that book.
Big stuff.
Big stuff. I don't know how big, how huge, but I also read Batman Day. It had an 8-page preview of Batman and Robin Eternal, which was really cool because apparently there's this dark secret that Batman has kept from Dick Grayson all these years.
Well, see, is that a direct continuation of Batman Eternal?
No, sort of, but no.
See, I didn't read Batman Eternal.
Yeah, it's no. If you didn't read Batman Eternal, you don't have to read it.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was like the sequel.
Well, it is. It's more. This one's more of a 75th anniversary of Robin. This is his birthday. So when's Robin Day coming, man?
Yeah, where's Robin Day?
So anyway, Batman Annual number 4. Read it. Speaking of Grayson, I've been looking forward to this issue for a while, where he teams up with Clark Kent, Superman, and Grayson Annual number 2.
I haven't been reading Grayson.
That's where he got his name, Nightwing, the Kryptonian Nightwing, and also, two of his biggest influences, Superman and Batman, Flight and Wing.
I feel like I'm missing out on something, man. I haven't been reading Grayson. Everybody keeps talking about it.
I almost dropped it, but Dick Grayson is like the DC version of Spider-Man for me. I don't know why. He's like your everyman. Dick Grayson's
awesome.
He's been there since the beginning, man. We've grown up with Dick Grayson as he grew up as a sidekick of Batman. Anyway, Grayson number 2 teams up with Clark Kent. I think it's a cool story because Clark Kent was Superman was such a huge influence on Dick Grayson. If you read all the old comics way back in the Golden Age and then leading into the Silver Age, Batman, Robin, and Superman always teamed up. So Superman was a huge if this continuity counts.
After Convergence, it all counts.
Yeah, they can say that, but it's still 52 books out here on the shelf. Anyway, I'm gonna stay calm on that one. Speaking of awesome DC stuff,
just pushing buttons,
Justice League 44 Darkseid War continues. Which, speaking of which, there's coming up soon. There's going to be one-shots of the Darkseid War of individual characters like Lex Luthor, Superman, Green Lantern, Batman.
What are they called?
It's called Darkseid War.
It was going to be called like Gods and Men.
Yeah, it's not. It was going to be Gods and Men, but now it's Justice League Darkseid War, like Batman, or
and now,
Darkseid War Green Lantern.
We know that pretty much all the characters are being turned into new gods.
Yes.
So it's not just
Shazam
Batman.
included. So there's one of them where Shazam it happens to him. Anyway, so You want to get those books.
Yeah.
There should be a big deal.
Dark Side War. I mean, we got Secret Wars and Dark Side War, the two biggest things going on in comics right now, and they're both fantastic.
Yeah, and DC Comics, probably my pick of the week, just because I thought that the story really surprised me. Superman number 44. This is the finale to Truth. Now, I don't think it's the end of this whole part where everybody knows Clark's identity, but it's the finale of the initial Truth story in the Superman book, as far as to the fallout, why, who, how his identity, where, when, why it happened. So it definitely, that's probably my pick of the week. You definitely want to read Superman number 44. And there's a lot more cool stuff to read, and we'll try to give you more. And we'll talk more in the coming weeks. Next week, you want to be ready for a big episode because we're going to be talking Marvel.
Number 1.
And you know who the greatest company in the world is, right?
Image?
Well, Image is pretty good, but Marvel's pretty awesome. But
Marvel's
anyway,
awesome.
Michael, you got anything you want to say as we close?
Man, we got him.
BuyBigBang.com. And Halloween Comic Fest, Saturday, October 31st, which also happens to be Halloween. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. Besides free comics and all kinds of stuff, stay tuned. Stay tuned here and on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., etc. And by the way, as Michael just said, what did you say?
What did I say?
I think you said, we got him. Don't settle for less, only the best. Big Bang. This is the part where we exit, right?
The ultimate evil, Darkseid, attacks. His horde of villains spread chaos and destruction. But now they face Earth's mightiest heroes. The superpowered collection explodes into battle. Egad, parademons with Hawkman in a holding pattern? Who will save him? We will! It's Firestorm, Dr. Fate, and Green Lantern, part of Kenner's superpowered collection. Vehicle and figures with power action, each sold separately.
Darkseid, Defarge, brainwash them. Mantis, use your power action.
Who will save them now?
Superman!
How will Superman save his fallen friends? You decide.